This is Off Script here. I'm with Daley Perales. How you doing, my friend? It was a massive win, I must say. How are you feeling? What are the emotions?
Yeah, of course, because when you put in the hard work, all the emotions come out when you win. So
absolutely, I saw you very passionate in that ring, grabbing Kenny, throwing him up. I was gassed for you guys. I was so proud of the team.
Yeah, because I'm a cool, calm person.
Absolutely.
And I'm very serious about the sport of boxing. So yeah, that's what you see when the hard work has been put in, and you get a win like that. That's what you're gonna see.
Absolutely.
Now, did you expect him to get Nate out there so quickly? Like, he was just boom, landing that jab. It was beautiful.
Yes and no.
Yes and no. Okay.
We prepare for everything.
Okay.
We prepare for if it goes the distance, and that goes through hard sparring, being conditioned to do the full rounds. But me as a coach, even my pro fighters that you've seen, we always aim to knock someone out because that's the aim of the game. But I thought Nate was going to stay in there a bit longer because he's training in Thailand, and Thailand people go there. People go there on holidays just for training. It's tough out there. I thought he would be more rangy, use his jab more and stuff. But I knew. I'm very experienced in this game. I knew he was very nervous. There was a clip of him in the TV in our dressing room, in his changing room, and they were shaking his legs.
Okay.
And I know that feeling because I used to be a pro boxer.
Yeah.
So I know that feeling when your legs feel like jelly. You know what I mean? And then he was doing. I mean, you can take it how you want it, but I saw it in a different way. He was doing big, deep breaths, trying to calm himself down. So I knew he was nervous, and I knew he wouldn't have the gas tank either. I thought he would last longer, but all his fights, for some reason, they had 2 to 3 minute rest rounds.
Strange, very strange.
So after the first round, halfway through it, I could see him blowing, and that's what I was telling Kenny in between the rounds. I said, he's blowing, just keep on him, close the gap.
Now, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I actually didn't know whether you had the chance to watch the fight back yet. I wanted a little reaction to the actual knockout itself.
Yeah. Yes. And then another overhand right comes to finish it. Yeah.
Did you drill that overhand right then in camp?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, actually, funny enough, of course we've been drilling it in camp. There we go.
Beautiful shot.
Another
Beautiful
one.
shot.
So, we showed Nate what we were going to do.
Yeah.
In media workout. I replicated being backed up in the corner, him closing the distance and throwing that overhand right. So if you saw at the media workout, we actually showed Nate what we're going to do.
And you did it.
And we did it. And after the first round, I told Kenny he keeps dropping his left hand. So bring the feet, bring him into position and throw that overhand right.
Absolutely. Now, I also wanted to let the audience know you're opening a new gym, Trenches.
Yeah.
Talk to the people about that. Obviously, you've got some amazing fighters in there. You've got the couple YouTubers in there as well. Talk to them a little bit about your training and obviously your stable. I personally think it's the best YouTube stable out there, let alone professional boxing.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a long time coming, It's a dream of mine to open my own gym, and having your own gym, it takes you to another level. You know what I mean? Especially for the professional boxing point of view, and Trenches, that's how we train,
I know, man.
We're gritty in the gym, we don't cut corners, and if you do, I'm there to tell you that you're cutting corners and give you a slap. So Trenches, but also about my background as well. I come from 2 years of age. I got put in foster homes. I stayed with 14 different families, suffered a lot of trauma, started living on my own from 16 years of age. So I want to show people that have been in that position that even though you go through things like that, you can come out on the other side and use it as fuel to your fire to be successful.
Absolutely.
Those are amazing words from you, Daley. I really appreciate that. And now another fighter that we've got in your camp is Daley. We actually spoke to Kenny this week, and he said Daley's training like a demon.
He looks like a monster, he said in sparring. I'll be honest, I got my ass whipped last time I sparred him, and I need to train a lot to get back in there. How is Deji now looking? Obviously, he took a bit of time off. He's getting that fight with Swarm. How's he looking? Can we get a little insight on that?
Yeah, he's looking great. You know, with Deji, I never worry about the boxing part because I know what I'm teaching him, and I know what he can produce if he listens. With him, it's all about up here. You know what I mean? And your job as a coach is not only to train them, but is to bring that mindset of a fighter. You got to remember they're YouTubers, right? They're not professional boxers that have been doing it from little kids. You know, so it takes a while to build up that fighting mentality, and that's my job as a coach through the training and through surrounding him around my professionals that do it, have been there and done it, surrounded by that, so he understands what it takes to be a fighter, because it's not just about in the ring, it's about outside the ring.
Absolutely. No, I completely agree. I think Deji's improved massively since being with you. And I also wanted to ask, obviously we've had KSI versus Joe Fornia just been announced. You've got a lot of pro boxers around you. What do you make of Joe Fornia as an actual opponent, and do you think it's a legitimate opponent? What do you make of that fight?
I mean, it's a good fight. You know, he's got the record. It's just if Fornia can turn back the clock and produce it in front of a crazy KSI fan base. You know what I mean? So KSI is the favourite, obviously, because he's active at the moment. Fornia ain't active. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure, man. He's like a multi-millionaire. You know, private jets and this and that. So it's just, for me, it could. I'm not saying KSI is the favourite, but what I'm saying is, if you've got someone that's already a multi-millionaire like he is, yeah, he ain't no small multi-millionaire. Private jets, the lot. Then what is he stepping in the ring for? So the only thing that I can think of that he's stepping in the ring for is to prove a point. To be the first person that beats KSI and just prove a point. He don't need the money. So that could be the only thing that if I could give him any positive towards Fornia, it would be that. So KSI needs to be switched on, focus, and be ready for that.
So if and when Kenny wins this tournament, KSI has said he's going to potentially fight the winner of Kingpin. What do you make of that fight? Do you think Kenny goes through him? Would you be prepared? Would you be prepared for the big one?
We're prepared for anyone. That's you know, that's what we do in our gym. You know, and actually, Kenny, I ain't gonna say give away details, but you know, Kenny and KSI have sparred before. You know, and the whole gym had done a standing ovation. Wow. So straight away after I saw that spar, even me as a coach, I was like, what the hell is going on here? You know what I mean? And then. Yeah, that will be a great fight. That's all I can say.
Well, that is an amazing fight. We've got to look forward to down the road. Now, for me, there's a big topic.
I'm gonna let this man talk.
Take a step back. Chelsea. I hate to bring it up. I know we're here about the boxing, but I'm a big Chelsea fan, and I know you are yourself. So talk to the people. What is wrong with Chelsea Football Club right now?
What's wrong with Chelsea Football Club? People, you know, obviously see results, but they don't see the detail. It's a bit like boxing. When you're trying to learn the sport, the fans see the results, they don't see, you know, what you're trying to do. Okay. You know what I mean? So with Chelsea, you've had one of the greatest owners ever in football.
Roman Abramovich.
That made us one of the most successful English clubs. 2-time European champions. That Arsenal never won, by the way.
Clip that.
And you got a guy that comes in, buys the club, and changes everything. Yeah, not just players, but all the way up the top. You know what I mean? Yeah. Spending 600 mil. You know, how the hell are you going to get a team to click? And you sack one of the most successful Chelsea managers. You know, bring in Potter, who's from Brighton. Yeah. I didn't want him because I was questioning, can he handle those big names that are coming in? You know what I mean? And it's clear that he didn't know how to handle them. No. Then we had 11 first team injuries in the season. You know, all our best players. You know what I mean? So people forget, take that into consideration. The summer, they're going to get a manager in for pre-season.
Yeah.
work with these players. And that's another thing. What was it? We had to build another changing room to fit all the players in because we bought too many players.
We're gonna have to ship so many.
And
players
there's
out.
so many unhappy players not playing.
And you still got
they
more
don't even make the squad. You know what I mean? So give it time. We've got to get rid of about up to 10 players.
10 players.
10 players. People like Ziyech, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, you know, Lukaku, you know, all these. No,
Not yet.
No, because when a manager gets hold of him, he's going to shine. But anyway, lastly, we're not in the Champions League next year.
No.
But I think that's a good thing.
Yeah,
because that happened to us before when we won season out of it and we won the Premier League. You know what I mean? So next year we get to focus on that.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Nothing else.
We'll be back, baby. And Arsenal, I was so happy. 3 draws in a row. 3 draws in a row. And I was
for the win.
like, I'll leave it with this, yeah? Arsenal fans,
Okay.
right? Arsenal fans.
Listen up.
Listen to this.
Special message.
I've spoken to some Arsenal fans that go, you know, if we don't win the Premier League, you know, nobody expected us to win it. We were just aiming for top 4. That's some losers talk, man. When you're so close with a few games to go to get it over the line, how the hell are you going to be happy with second? Man United can have a more successful season than Arsenal. Yeah, if you don't win the Premier League because they won the Carabao Cup, you know what I mean? And you're talking about, oh yeah, four in the top 4 is all right. You know what I mean? No, it's not all right. If it was halfway through the season and you started to fall off, it's fine. But with 8 games to go,
Nothing to go.
and now you're doing this, you know what I mean? Nah, man. So Arsenal.
There you go. Arsenal fans, hold that. Daily Perales.
And I know what Arsenal fans always say to me. They go, "Where are Chelsea this year?" That's all they can say. But has Arsenal ever won a European title?
I don't think so.
No. How many we won? 2. You know what I mean? You know, Arsenal haven't won shit for nearly 20 years. You know what I mean? And now, what's happening? Man City are going to finish them off. And then Chelsea have done shit this year. But our only trophy this year is going to be at the Emirates where we just put you in the grave. And that's, you know, that's the motivation for us. We've had a
100%.
shit season.
But you
We
beat
can be the
Arsenal.
ones just to finish them off.
We killed Tottenham.
And I'm there.
Arsenal's there.
I'm in the executive box. Yeah, Deji, all them lot. We're going to the game. Yeah, I'm gonna have respect and not wear my Chelsea top,
But it will come on.
but I'll be cheering.
Have it underneath,
I'll be cheering. Well, I've got it on my keyring.
Thank you so much, Daley. It's a pleasure talking to you as
Thank you
always.
so much.
One more.